What's up, warriors, and what's up, citizens of the world? So, today we're going to be looking into what the Electoral College is really. So, as you know, I have to put my reading glasses on, so you're going to get a little bit of a glare going on, but that's okay. As we know, the Electoral College is who determines who the president will be. It is not the popular vote. The popular vote does not elect the president. Ask yourself, why am I so gung-ho and so ready to go out and vote if the popular vote does not even count? I would say that's a great argument because there is no point in going out and voting. All right? We're going to read here what the Electoral College is by definition on Google. In the United States of America, the Electoral College is a group of presidential electors that is formed every 4 years during the presidential election for the sole purpose of voting for the president and vice president. The process is described in Article 2 of the United States Constitution. Right there, it says it's a group of presidential electors. A group of presidential electors. And so it tells you also that there's a certain amount of electoral votes. So each state has a certain amount of these presidential electors. Does that seem like it could easily be compromised? Does it seem like it's worth going into a closet with a shower curtain on a voting machine that can be easily manipulated? Does it seem worth it to go do that when there's so many signals to show that this is a fraud, that this is not going to do anything? And I know how many spam comments I'll get. Oh, you should be out and vote. You have no reason to complain if you didn't vote. Yeah, I do. I have actually more reason to complain than you do because I've seen the government system for what it is. So I call it out all the time. And I talk about how it's not taking care of the American citizens or the American people and not upholding its end when it's sending money all over the world. You can't have a valid argument against that. What does the American system, the American government, the corporation of America, because that's really what the government is at this point. There'd be a difference if the government actually did look out for its citizens and wasn't a corporation. This is corporatized government. This is all selling a dream, selling the illusion of freedom. It's not really freedom. So you could say going out, well, you're the problem. You're not going out there and voting. You're not exercising your right. Well, actually, my right is to decide who I want to represent me. And none of these people represent me and my beliefs. Why would I vote when I know my vote doesn't actually count? When the popular voted candidate will not get elected regardless. That you have a group of presidential electors in each state. Those are the ones that decide. Not you. And they will corrupt at every single level to get in whoever they need to be in. Regardless, they're both going to do the same agenda. Like it doesn't matter who is in there. They are meant to be in there. They were told ahead of time, this is your purpose. You are going to be in there. This is your agenda. This is how you're going to fulfill that agenda. Whoever gets in there, it does not matter. It was all by design. And once you realize that, you could free yourself from the bondage of the illusion that the United States corporation has sold you. The sovereign land of America. Everything about this country and the soil, the ground, the people in it, I love. I am an American through and through. Trust me. I don't support the U.S. corporation government because that's what this is. And they're selling us lies. And when you wake up, you'll finally realize that. You could hate me all you want right now. You could talk all the trash you want on me right now. You could spam my comments how if I'm not going out and voting, I don't have the right to complain about it. But at the end of the day, you're the one feeding the system. You're the one sending people to believe in an illusion and a lie. You're out there campaigning, working for this U.S. government corporation. You're the one selling it. You're their salesman. And guess what? Free of charge. They ain't paying you nothing for it. I trust in Jesus. I trust in my faith. I trust that if I am to follow the word of the Lord, if I read my Bible, if I stay in my lane, but also speak out against injustice like Jesus did, that everything is going to work out. Everything is going to be okay. Jesus said that if you fear losing your life, you will surely lose it. If you are so scared of what is going on in the world right now that you feel voting on a fake voter machine that's going to give fake results and a fake election is going to save you, then you are fearful. You are scared. You are scared. The devil has a plan. And the devil is going to let that plan play out. God's faith, the faith in God is a test. It is a test whether we will fall to this devil demonic system that is coming. Okay? Nobody said this was going to be easy. Evil is on the earth, just like good is on the earth. We are not living in hell. We are not living in heaven. We are in the part that we decide who we are going to follow, how we are going to represent Christ, and what is going to happen in the days after it all ends. Would you want to be a representation in the new heaven and the new earth if God can't even trust you to speak out and serve and say the right things to people in order to get them to realize that they are falling for a devil demonic system? Do you think he's going to entrust you to be working for him in his new heaven and in his new earth and serving him properly? No, because then there might be a compromise there. You might be willing to compromise for your safety, for your comfortability, for your way of life. That's what this is about, right? You think they're flooding the border by accident? You think all these people that are coming here, regardless of whether they're good or bad, do you think they really just decided one day they're going to wake up and come here? They're given stuff. There's incentives here. And this is by the American corporation selling a dream to people that don't even live here, people who aren't even citizens of this country. So what makes you think they're going to do anything different for you? They don't. This is all by design. And if you don't wake up soon, when the digital ID gets rolled out, when the mark of the beast gets rolled out, when you are fused with your digital twin and everything you do in the physical is done in an alternative reality or vice versa, you won't be able to escape. You will be made to worship the beast because you are not willing to stand up for yourself, wake yourself up, and realize that this election is nothing. The Electoral College is nothing. Let me read some more before I end this video. What is the Electoral College? This is the National Archives. The Founding Fathers established it in the Constitution, in part as a compromise between the election of the president by a vote in Congress and election of the president by a popular vote of qualified citizens. So what makes a qualified citizen? What qualifies a citizen to vote over another citizen? That's a pretty particular thing to say there. What is the process? The Electoral College process consists of the selection of the electors. How do they get selected? Ask yourself that. Have you ever selected an elector for your state to vote for the president? Have you ever elected somebody to be the elector? Do you get a say in who the elector is? I don't know. I've never heard of that. The meeting of the electors where they vote for president and vice president and the counting of the electoral votes by Congress. So Congress has their hand in that as well. How are electors chosen? What are their qualifications? How do they decide who to vote for? Each candidate running for president in your state has their own group of electors. Each candidate running for president in your state has their own group of electors. What? Known as slates. The slates are generally chosen by the candidate's political party in your state. State laws vary on how electors are selected and what responsibilities are. So right there, it tells you these people are already put there by the political party that that are voting. I mean, are these people even real? To be honest, are these people even real? Because everything is so fake. These people could be just whoever they want. I mean, this is the system. This is the system that you're falling for. If you're watching this video and you're voting and you're also complaining about other people not voting, this is the system you're falling for. Fake, fraudulent, sold a lie, a scam that is being given to you because you want to believe that you have the power to change this country based off your vote. Okay? This is a power. This is a battle between good and evil. This isn't about red or blue. It's not about whose candidate is going to do what for this country. It's all going to fizzle down. The devil's got a hold on this country. And it's going to take people that follow Jesus, that follow God, to stand up and fight against it. It's time you wake up. And I say this because I love you. I say this to people because I love them. Because it's time for things to change, for real change. As always, I love you all. God bless you and your families. And go in peace. This is Jay out.